Hello everyone. In this video, we will deploy a containerized applications with Amazon ECS. Amazon ECS is a elastic container service which is used to deploy your Docker applications or which is used to run a Docker container. And we will be using a ECR, which is the Elastic Container Registry, to store your Docker images. So the prerequisite for this video is first, you need to configure the AWS credentials. You can follow this block to configure the AWS CLI on your local workstation, and you need to install the AWS CLI version 2. That is the prerequisite. And you can clone this Git repo. This is the repo where you can find the code for the Docker images also, like this the Docker file and the source code. And this is a Java application, which is I am running in the Tomcat application. So this is my Docker file. I will be building it and then pushing it to ECR. And from there, we will be deploying it to ECS container. Okay, so first let's create a ECR repository. We need a repository where we can actually push our Docker images. So instead of using Docker Hub, we will be using Amazon services. And second, we will be creating a ECS cluster that will be used to run your Docker container inside that cluster. And this is the definitions like the task definitions and then run the task. That is the component of the ECS cluster that we will be discussing in more detail. Okay, so first you need to create a ECR repository. So for that, you can search for the service ECR, and here you can see Elastic Container Registry. And here I have already created two repositories, but you can create like this. You have an option of public and the private, but for now I'm just going with public. And you can put any name, like, so here I am saying demo repo or just demo, and just create it. So here you can see that your repository is created and this is the URI for your repository. Okay, now we will push our images. So we will be using this Git repo to build your images and then we will push it. Okay, so for that I am using an EC2 instance. So let me just log into my EC2 instance. This is my instance where I have already installed the prerequisite, the AWS configure. You can check AWS configure. So here you can see that I have already configured it. So here you can see that I have already cloned my Git repo and here is my code. So let's do the second thing, how you will push it to your ECR, right? So for that, if you will see here, let me just log into my ECR repository. So here you can see that this is my ECR and this is the one which we have created. And here you can see view push commands. So it will be providing you all the details. First, you need to log in it. So you can just copy this command and just run it on your server. And here you can see that login succeeded. Okay. And then you need to build the images. So if you already have your images directly, you can use in that way also. But I am showing you how you do it. So this is how you can build it. So this is, I just copy it and here you can see that this will build my images. And after building the images, you need to just tag it and then push it. So I will show you all the steps one by one. Okay, so the build is done and then you can just tag it. So let me just tag this image. This is done and here it's the push. So let me just push it. Okay. So here you can see that it is pushing to ECR repository and how it is taking the credentials because you have configured it in your AWS credentials, and whatever credentials you are configured, make sure that they have proper access or proper rights, right? And if you don't do that, you will see the authentication failure as soon as you do the public push or you try to log in, because it will not be able to find any credentials. Okay. So so this is how you can push your images in the ECR repository. So let's see the next thing. So once this is done, after pushing, if you want to test your image locally, right, if it is working before you actually run it on ECS, you can do this also. Like you push this image, like whatever the you have push it on your ECR and then try to run it if it is working or not, because it will help you to make sure that there is no issue with the Docker images. The issue might be how you have configured the ECS cluster. So this is just for your testing purpose. I'm not doing it right now, but yes, you can do it in case your images are not working in ECS. So make sure that it is working locally before you actually try it on ECS. Okay. So yeah, you can see that the push is done, and if I refresh the page here, you can see the my image is there. Okay, and here you can see the image URI also. So the next step, so now we have the image ready in the ECR. Now we will create the ECS cluster. So in the ECS cluster, there are four critical items. One is ECS cluster and the task definitions, task and the ECS services. So what do you mean by the ECS cluster? So you have two types of ECS cluster that you can create. One is AWS ECS Fargate and the another is ECS EC2. So AWS ECS Fargate, it means that you do not need to worry about the servers. It is a compute engine for deploying containers without you need to configure any servers. The only thing you need to do is provide AWS Fargate with your container image and deploy it using a service or a task, whatever. So that is the AWS ECS Fargate. ECS EC2 is you provision EC2 instances that is running the Docker, and they are managing everything, host and firewalls and the networking. So the setup and the time effort to get an EC2 cluster up and running is almost 10 times more than running a ECS Fargate. So in general, this is the recommendation that you should use a Fargate. But if you want more control on the servers where your Docker container is running, then you should go for the ECS EC2 cluster. Okay. So now let's try first creating the ECS cluster. Okay. So you can search for ECS. It's Elastic Container Service. And here you can see there is an option of creating a cluster. And whatever I have said, this task definitions also. This task definition is just like which container you want to run, where you define all the things. So you can create the task definitions without actually you create a cluster. Okay. So let me first create a cluster. So here you can see there are two options, right? So I have mentioned you that ECS type of cluster. This is EC2 Linux and EC2 Windows. So we will be doing with the Fargate. So in that we don't need to do anything. So just click on next step. You can put demo cluster, and you have an option of create a VPC, and here you can see all the options automatically selected and just create it. That's it you have to do. At the back end, it actually running a cloud formation stack. Okay. So once ECS cluster is done, it's up and running. The next step is you need to create a task definition. So what is task definitions? So to run a Docker container in ECS, you need a task definitions that defines what all things it defines. It defines which image to use in your container. You can provide your Docker Hub images also and your ECR images also. How much memory or CPU your container will be using, the launch type, where that task definition should be running Fargate or EC2, your networking options, you want to provide any logging, commands, volumes. So basically, whatever your container is needed, like everything related to your container configurations will go in the task definitions. Okay. And you can create your task definitions without an existing ECS cluster. There is no dependency between them. So here you can see that my cluster is up and running. So here is see, it's the active and it is up and running. Now the next thing, we will be creating a task definition. So let me just create it. So here you can see that you have an option of create new task definition. And here you can select the option. So EC2 where you manage your servers, right? You need to. And Fargate AWS manage infrastructure. You don't need to manage any EC2 instance. So click on next step. And here you can provide your, so I'm providing this demo app and the role. So this will automatically get created. Like here it is, you are seeing one option here because I have ran it so many times, but first time when you will run it, it will automatically create the IAM role. And when you select the Fargate options, then the network mode is always AWS VPC. You do not have an option to change it. Okay, so here you can provide your task size. So this is my sample one, so I can just go with this. So this is your container CPU configuration. Okay, and here you can add your container. So this is where your container information will go. Okay, so let me just go there. I mean, let me just get my uh, image URI that is needed. So we have created this one, and here you can see this. You can just copy this image URI, and the container name I'm just putting like demo C, and this is my image, and here you can see image and the tag, everything. So I'm providing it, and this is my port mapping. So my image is running on 8080, so I am providing it. If you have different ports, you can put it. So right now I'm just going with all the default configurations, but yes, you can change it according to your need if need to be. Click on add and then just create, click on create. So here you can see that your task definition is created here. So this is the demo app, and this is how the task definitions is created. Okay. So here also you can see that I have did it. So now you have the ECS cluster and you created the task definitions, which is defining which image to run. Now the third part is task. What is task? So task is used like you are running your container. So that they call it as a task. So if you just need to run a single container without load balancing or any advanced features, you can just create a task that will do that will do the job. So tasks are designed to help you deploy a single containers. And if you need a more advanced features like multiple containers or like things like that, then you can go with the ECS service. So tasks are also important, but they are limited and they are not used mostly for the large or the production environments. So for creating a task, how you will do this? So here you can see that this is your app. This is your task definition, and in the action you can click on run task, and here also you will provide which you want to use it. So I am using Fargate, and you don't have an option to create EC2 because you have not created your cluster like that. So you need to launch type as a Fargate, and here you can see that it's automatically selected this, and this is my cluster. So you can select your cluster. So I have created this, so I am putting this number of tasks. I am using just one, and this is the VPC one which we have created. So you can select this public subnets also for that, and here is the security groups. So in case your your system, uh, your application is running on any other system, any other port, then you need to configure it. You can do the configuration later on also, like this is just a security groups, just edit it for your particular port and just go with this, with the default setting. So click on run task. So here you can see that task is running now. It will take some time before you will see that it's running. Okay, so I want to show you something also. Demo. Yeah. So here you will see that there is an option of create new revision also. So what does that mean? That means if you have if your image is now running on V1 versions, right? You have a different version, so you can just create a new revision. And here it's the same settings. You can just if now if it is running on some V1 version, you can provide it. So this is like how it works with different versions, right? So this is what it is. And now let me just go to my demo cluster, and here you can see that my task is running now. Here you can see it's running now, and I can click on task ID. You will find all the details, and in the logs you can see that yes, it ran successfully. And to access it for now, you can just take this public IP. So this is my public IP, and it is running on 8080 slash login, and this is my host, and it should work. And the second thing you need to check, if you need to check the security groups or added security groups, then how you can find it? You can go to this ENI, and here you can see that this is the network at interface ID, this is the subnet, this is the VPC, this is the security groups. So in case you need to edit it, you can do it. And here you can see that my application is up and running. So this is how you can actually create a ECS task and run it. Okay, and you will be getting charged for the task when it is running. You will not get charged if my cluster is there. It's okay to create a cluster. Until it is not running, there is no charges. Okay, so this is how you can see all the definitions, all the tasks and the logs, all the details. So now we will see the next thing is how we can create a service. And so to run a group of containers with multiple instances and the load balancing, you create a task, you create a service from the task definitions and run your containers. Okay, so let me just create it. So here you have an option of service. Here you can see that there is a tag of service. You can click on create, and this is the Fargate, and you can select your task definition. So this is my demo app, and the revision is just one demo cluster. Service name, you can say demo service. Okay, number of tasks, like I want to run 2 tasks. Okay, and you have an option of selecting the deployment type also. So it's a rolling update. You can select according to your need. Click on next step, and this is the subnets. Okay, security groups, you might need to edit it because it always create a new, so you can select even the exist. Okay, in service you don't have an option, so you can just edit this. So let me just add it for mine. Okay, and here is an option of creating a load balancer also. So for now I am not creating any load balancer, but this is how you can define the load balancing for your services. Okay, so you need to create it, and with the all default settings you can just click on next step, click on next step and create service. So here you can see that the service, it will run. So this service, it will create 2 tasks. And as we have not created the load balancer, so you can access it directly from the task public IP, like we access the first containers with a single task. Okay, so here you can see that 2 tasks are running because we have configured a 2 task. And to access it, because we have not created the load balancer, so you need to access it with this public IP only. Okay, so yeah, this is how you can create a ECS cluster. You can run a task for a single containers, and you can create a service if you need a multiple containers. Thank you.